Serena Smart!
Hello. It's a bit stressful closing the night because I feel like the expectations are really high and then I walk out and it's a bit of an anticlimax, but you know, if my parents can deal with it, so can you. So I started therapy recently, which I've got to admit feels a bit extravagant. I mean, happiness in this economy, but it's been going really well. I've been talking a lot about like my relationship with my mum. Like I think I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with my mum. You know, it's like Marmite or Rishi Sunak. You know, you either love it or you hate it. And I think it's because me and my mum are very different as people. Like, she's the kind of person that makes an Excel spreadsheet to cook Christmas dinner, you know, like all the timings laid out, very organised. Me, I use a tote bag in day-to-day life. I mean, I fucking thrive off chaos. Like, you put your hand in, you don't know what you're going to get. Some loose change, half an eaten Pret wrap, or that copy of Pride and Prejudice you've been reading since 2008. It's a lucky dip enthusiast's wet dream. But I think my main issue with my mum is that she's very, like, critical. She always goes on at me about the way that I pronounce things, which, bit rich, coming from the self-same woman that once asked me if I wanted to go for a drink at Alberoni. And when I asked her where she meant, she pointed across the road to, I shit you not, an all bar one. Like, Mum. We're in Clapham, all right, not the Amalfi fucking coast. But, no, I actually started therapy because I was struggling to get over a breakup. Like, my ex and I broke up because we just weren't seeing eye to eye because, you know, I'm 5'2", on an incline, and he was a massive cunt. Thanks. And look, I'm not saying that I hate men, although I am strongly implying it, but if I had a penny for every time I've been sent an unsolicited picture of a dick, I'd have 20p, which, not a lot of pennies, but it's lots of pictures of dicks if you think about it. And, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not against dick pics. Like, I'm a fan of Picasso. I've taught myself to like things that are objectively unattractive. But being sent a dick pic out of the blue is a bit like when your mum, like, tells you to do the washing up, you know? Like, I was going to do it anyway, but now that you forced it upon me, I don't know. Somewhat less inclined. No, but did you know that sending a dick pic's actually a crime? Oh, that's the face of a man that's just learned he's going to prison. No, sorry, I mean, PE teacher, mate, the jokes just write themselves, but no. Sorry, what's your name? James? Sorry, James, you're not going to prison. I'm sure you can afford a great lawyer. But catcalling, that's another thing that's a crime. I'm working with you, not against you, James, all right? With you, not against you. So catcalling is a crime, take note. And any of the women in here have been catcalled? Yeah? Any of the men in here ever catcalled someone? Fucking hell, all right. Don't think you're going to announce it, but all right. Well, I've never really understood why people catcall people. Like, the art state of things people come out with. Like, just the other day, I went on a run, brag, and this guy shouted at me, "You got big tits," which you can't fault his eyesight, but it's a bit of a weird thing to say to someone, isn't it? At that point, it's less of a catcall and just more of like an audio descriptive prompt. But it's champion accessibility at the end of the day, right? A good deed's a good deed. But do you want to know the weirdest catcall I've ever got? Yeah? Right, not a panto crowd, fair enough. 7th of February 2021, I remember it well, because I was walking down the street wearing these baggy, oversized tracksuits and a big jumper, and this man outside of Be At One, or Be At Tony as my mum likes to call it, he just looked me up and down and without a second hesitation just went, "Slag." This stuck out to me for a couple of reasons. First of all, why slag? Like, I literally had about as much sex appeal as an incel at an FT conference, you know. The outfit wasn't screaming, "Fuck me." But second of all, it was absolutely bang on. I am a bit of a slag, and despite all evidence to the contrary, just hit the nail straight on the head, like the kind of Sherlock Holmes, the catcalling world. But here's the thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a slag. I mean, taking a quick look at the audience, I can see I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but There's nothing wrong with it, you know. And like, I think feminism's got us very far, and I don't think Emily Davison threw herself under a horse just so that I'd hold out to the third date, you know. And I think there's such a double standard when it comes to sex. Like, I've never understood that when Greta Thunberg does something for the planet, she's called a hero. But whenever
Come on, give it up for Serena, everyone!